Hello, this is Ray with reading for the collective. Take what resonates and throw out the rest. I bet you're feeling great. And I really appreciate you. So let's see what is in the energy. I did pick up the vibe check deck, and then another deck, just this one card came out, and it says sad. So I feel like there's something about someone being sad. Maybe it's you, or it's somebody, karmic energy. So we'll address that. But first, we have listen to soothing sounds, put on binaural beats or an upbeat playlist. And then we have be one with nature, hug a tree, touch a boulder, save a bug. All right, let's see. What do you need to know? Pride, but it came out in reverse. So someone could be really sad and in their ego. Someone's been too prideful. Yeah, this is something about creativity. It's all in the reverse, so parenting reverse. I don't feel like this is your energy, and usually I use these for inspiration, so yeah, self-discipline reverse, effort reverse. It's like somebody is, I mean, it could be, you could feel like something is hampered creatively, and that something was meant to be humiliating here. Maybe there is, a lack of parenting, or there's like no one to turn to, or this is self-discipline and effort. Maybe it's been hard, or this is some sort of projection. There's been some sort of projection here towards you. A lack of physical activity. Maybe someone's trying to make it hard for you to be self-disciplined, take effort, and practice self-love and do the things for your body that you need to. Interesting, because I feel like this is what you're focusing on. And if you're feeling sad, if this is you, it could have to do with, turning this back around, even just a little bit with the creativity, and maybe something feels wounding around, like not frustrated with yourself, but a little bit like, you've got a big mountain to climb, or you're not living up to your own standards. You could feel like that. You're just not putting an effort into these things. So you could be being very hard on yourself, or you've noticed a pattern that you feel like is a pattern, but it's really not that big of a pattern. It's not that big of a deal. But you could feel like you need to do more. But so yeah, if that's the case, you can just do a little bit. Put a little effort in with the self-discipline towards the physical activity and practicing self-love and self-care and addressing your creativity. Maybe parenting yourself, self-parenting. That is, if that is you. You could be dealing with someone who's projecting that at you. Yeah, it could also have to do with financial discipline and your individuality. So you could feel like it's hard being different all the time, or standing out, or having it always be a drama. There is change here. You're going through changes. We have number 48, 11, 19, 3, 63, 36, 84, 91. Yeah, there's definitely karmic completion here. So I feel like it's a mixture of sort of honoring yourself in this change, the changes that you're going through, the ways that you're seeing yourself, what you feel you are or aren't living up to, maybe around your schedule, what you're able to pack in. If you feel like there's some kind of a loss, I'm still not sure it's you. In that energy, it could be, someone's projecting that at you, like wanting you to stop or feel tired, some sort of like catty, judgmental energy. It really doesn't matter what they think. I feel like that could be where you're at. Yeah. If you're in that energy, one tiny little step will do it. Just get one tiny thing done on, something that feels insurmountable. Do some stretching, roll your shoulders around. Maybe do a little bit of yoga or a little bit of like sit-ups, or something that makes you feel like you've gotten in touch with your body, and just say hi to nature, listen to some positive music. Maybe you're finding it hard to be a parent right now as well. Just it feels like all too much. If that's you, you could have a lot on your plate, and you could be hard on yourself. There could be a lot of projections, but the thing that's going to make you feel better is, just checking off the thing that's bothering you the most. Just a little bit. You don't have to finish it all. Address it. We have, when I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas will come naturally. Support will surround me, and movements will form. Wow. Yeah, exactly. Look at that, right under the deck. I feel my way into faith one step at a time. Yeah, feeling into what would be the next best move to make. Maybe it is a nap. Maybe it's laying down with good music on a, blanket somewhere with the sun on your chest, or spending time out in the garden with some music, or if you make music, focusing on making some nice music, making soothing sounds for others, or whatever your music is, or maybe there's something about the birds. The universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, to lead me compassionately towards the highest good. Yeah, looking for the little bits of support coming from the universe, coming from nature. When you see the birds, they make you feel good. That's a blessing. And true manifesting is about receiving what is the highest good for all. So, I feel like don't be so hard on yourself if that is you. Right. Let's see what or if if you're not feeling hard on yourself, but you've got a lot on your plate, or you feel like there's some sort of projections here, then this is confirmation about that. Yeah, 5 of Swords. With this Knight of Cups reverse, it's like somebody's fake or false here that wants to win at all costs. I feel like that sees that you're a master manifester here. do you need to know? Nine of Wands, there you go. That's that perseverance. Yeah, it could feel like a bit of a challenge, but you're making it happen. There's like maybe someone here that's in denial or something about the sadness that you've been through, or you've been through something already. Like you've graduated from some type of a dynamic. There could be someone here. Okay, so with the Sun reverse, I'm just feeling like Lovers reverse, Sun reverse. There's somebody's energy here. I don't think this is you. I don't think you're sad over a relationship breakup right now. I don't think you are. There's someone else who's in denial about moving fast or charging forward. It's like somebody is embarrassed here, who tried to block or stop some sort of transaction, or who isn't receiving something they thought they were going to get because you're too perseverant here. Wow, Sun reverse came back out. So it's definitely about someone being sad. Somebody's sad. I don't feel like it's you, but there could be a lot of projection there. So you could be sort of feeling the energy of it. Toxic vibes. Yeah, wow, Three of Swords under the deck. We're definitely talking about sadness, heartbreak. And then with this peeking out, we have this Ace of Wands and this Knight of Cups. So it really seems to have to do with your energy, your inspiration, a friendly atmosphere, friendly attitude, or somebody's attraction to you, somebody's romantic feelings for you. It's like some sort of dysregulated energy here with the Four of Wands reverse. Death. Almost like somebody is wanting to project endings towards you, or they're going through an ending. Three of Swords. They're going through an ending that's heartbreaking. And it could have to do with work, or you're working towards something here, and somebody's feeling sick and agitated by that. Eight of Pentacles wants to come out for the subconscious. This is bothering someone. They're brokenhearted. You're not in a nightmare. Or there's somebody who wants out of a nightmare. Or there's somebody who feels like you should be in one. I feel like there's definitely a lot of projection here. Two of Cups in the recent past. Nine of Swords reverse, Ten of Cups reverse. Under the deck, Five of Cups reverse. There's something about someone recovering from sadness. A lot of emotions around, a lot of heartbreak over somebody recovering from sadness, and something to do with a partnership, a soulmate connection. There could be a group of people here that are left out in the cold, or somebody's left out in the cold financially, or somebody was trying to use a system, and there could be some sort of financial hardship. I feel like someone wanted you to feel left out. Could be an Empress reverse. They could be going through a divorce. Hierophant reverse, Empress reverse, King of Swords reverse. So this is like a ongoing situation. These don't feel like a couple. Empress reverse, King of Swords reverse. Maybe they've connected physically once or twice if they have it all. If they're even that type of a duo, but they just don't feel connected that way. I mean, if they ever were, it's not, that energy doesn't feel like it's here. This is so who is sad? It's like somebody here, Empress reverse, that is going through a divorce or was trying to use some sort of system against you or group. Try to block acceptance or initiation. I definitely feel like these two have been very wicked towards you with this King of Swords reverse. Plotting and malicious. So they're like upset about this Two of Cups energy here. Wow. Lovers reverse. Intentions, expectations. I'm putting it face down. So there's like a breakup or an agreement falling apart, and it means like a whole collaboration is also falling apart, like somebody's not leveling up. Hierophant reverse. It's feeling like losing influence. And it could have to do with someone here who burned someone. Someone wants out of a trap. Someone doesn't love someone. It has to do with a player. So someone's expecting there to be a breakup, or this couple doesn't get along. Or it's like they came together just to be against you or to take something from you, or that's a little dramatic. If that's a little dramatic, then it's more like you were the common denominator, a focal point, and now something that they were hoping for is not happening. They're very unstable. Eight of Swords reversed in the near future. Someone's not trapped. Five of Swords. This is the lens someone's looking through. So someone wants to win at all costs. You got bullied energy out here. They're looking at this blessing, this evidence. They're in a tower. They can be really angry, or there's some sort of something shocking about a blessing here. That you're not in a nightmare. There's a Queen of Pentacles reverse here. A Queen of Cups reverse. This could be like a group of catty friends, or there's also an Emperor reverse here. There's a whole bunch of people operating out of their shadow. There's a lot of people here, and they want to win at all costs. Hierophant reverse. They could be part of some sort of group or club. In the environment, we have the Fool and Knight of Cups. So somebody is clearly starting fresh and heading towards their feet, following their heart, or someone is starting a new romantic, something new, or new friendly energy in the environment. And it seems to be affecting a group that, like, they're not getting their way or something like that. This could also be you in the most neutral way possible. I'm going to say, like, ignoring what they think or what they're doing. It's almost like accepting that they're just going to be this way. If this has to do with work, but you're having this new start here, and it's affecting a group, a collaborative energy, or some sort of a social dynamic where they're all on the same page for some reason, but it's not working out. They clearly seem to be upset about this love. Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, the Fool, some kind of new start. And there's like somebody here who's real sad. It could be an Emperor in the reverse that's really sad over somebody moving so fast. Eight of Wands, right after Knight of Swords. So this is definitely about speed. It's like someone feels like a failure with this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody played someone. Somebody burned someone. It's like the world is shutting in on itself with this Empress reverse. Or none of them win. It's a fail. They feel like failures. They didn't finish something. Seven of Wands reverse. Hopes and fears they can't defend themselves. Your friendly energy or somebody's love towards you, they can't defend themselves. They're rejected. They're rejected. Someone can't return to the past. There's an Emperor reverse here, not doing well. This is not happily ever after. It's something about what's coming, what someone's expecting, or who's coming towards you. There's also a Queen of Pentacles reverse here. There's like way too many people hyper-focused on your love life, it feels like. And they all feel like a failure, and there's a group of them, and there's embarrassment. Just, I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but that's what it is. The outcome. Three of Pentacles reverse. It's like this group's not getting ahead. They've lost their footing. Two of Pentacles reverse. They can't keep up the game. They can't keep it up anymore. If they needed resources to keep something going, it's like they borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. They can't do it anymore. Hierophant reverse. There could be upheaval in a whole organization. Somebody could be feeling juggled in a marriage as well. Somebody could be stepping down from some sort of position of power, losing acceptance, losing influence. It's really feeling like somebody made some decisions that aren't leading to success, is what it feels like. That's somebody who's sad, who's collaborating somehow with a group of people, and there could be some type of a high-level commitment. There's other people involved, that's some type of a couple. It just didn't go where they thought it was going to go. And somehow, at the center of it all is your determination. It's like something is dependent on you. Your demise somehow, which is ridiculous, but that's why somebody's so upset, because you're so perseverant. So it's like, the best analogy would be two competitors. Somebody trying to snuff out the competition that did it in the most dirty of ways and had way more resources and way more people against one person and still failed. And not only did they fail, it didn't get them ahead, it didn't get them anywhere because their competitor is too perseverant. Yeah, it's definitely about someone's ships coming in, but that there also seems to be something about love and happiness, morale, self-respect, self-esteem. So somebody could have committed to a situation that is falling apart, and it's a grass is greener, or somebody who tried to use some sort of lustful energy that failed. Something about someone keeping order here, blocking their romance, or there's no romance in the situation. Something about your ships coming in here, this fulfillment. Maybe someone feels like they should have chosen you because they want money, or they chose the wrong side. I fell on the floor. Submission reverse is clarifying Nine of Wands. So you refuse to give your to submit. Someone can't clip your wings. Something about it makes sense with these other cards that came out. It's interesting because I picked up all the cards here that I felt like were the ones we drew, and what was left was this perseverance, which is very much this Nine of Wands. And with this parenting here, it really could be somebody's parent. But it's about all of it: pride, financial discipline, individuality, creativity, and it's bringing about some sort of change. So I feel like this is what someone's challenged by, this aspect of you. Even if you are a bit hard on yourself, you're perseverant. Somebody's not getting that. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of an organization here. Maybe it feels like someone can't take a risk because they feel like they're being watched, and something's not working as far as trying to sell someone a dream or some sort of a party scene, or trying to draw someone into appearances where something is very empty. There's nothing here. Okay, like a group of people criticizing you who were elevated somehow, but not contributing. But criticizing you, but somehow elevated. But you happen to have this cornucopia, and that speaks volumes in comparison to something that is like fabricated, and it's also being seen. It's like it's getting attention somehow with this publicity. And there's something about someone not being able to take a risk, or shouldn't have taken a risk, or shouldn't have been so impulsive. They're losing influence, or they can't influence you or influence someone, and the times are changing. So maybe this was about, othering you, or ostracization, secrets, something that was supposed to stay within a group, or something that someone concocted here that, definitely felt like othering. So there's a lot of like group energy where the haves and the have-nots type of energy, but fabricated, because it's like they were saying all the people with orange t-shirts get to participate, and if you don't have an orange t-shirt, no one will talk to you, and you're no good, and we're all going to point fingers at you because you don't have an orange t-shirt. It's like, it's arbitrary. They just came up with a reason why, and because they were all doing it together. I feel like it has to do with who you're around, your network, your community, But something's breaking apart about this because they were trying to create some sort of an illusion, and there's somebody here or some people who have to face the truth. Because there could be some people who felt like, genuinely elevated from some type of a dynamic where it was like you were meant to be, ostracized, othered, put down. And there's definitely a lot of people here that were, shooting their mouth off, that's for sure. Yeah, criticism. But you have this cornucopia and you're very perseverant. And you don't need the bells and whistles. And it's like the truth, lies travel quickly, the truth endures. Or it's just... Right, and then we saw in the other cards creativity in the reverse. So if we just apply that towards, your skills, your talent, your North Node, something that you're doing for the love of it and to expand and to grow and evolve, and it's a vision that you're persevering. You're not in it for recognition, money, or appearances, although those are benefits in some capacity. Or probably benefits in some capacity. And something's not working where somebody's also using some type of love bombing or flattery. It's definitely all the games are falling apart. Yeah, status reverse. Status reverse, romance reverse. So it could be like a couple that charms people and it's just not working. It's giving gatekeeper energy a little bit, and a bunch of sort of flying monkeys who felt like they were gonna get ahead from being part of something that feels very maybe glamorous or lofty, sort of the insider energy only, and then like making you into the the one that is supposed to go down because of but it's not. It's optimism reverse. They can't sell this dream. It's empty, and there's only so many times that this story can be told, experienced, where somebody goes through the fun house and then they get outside the other door and someone says, "Did you enjoy the fun house?" There's actually no fun house in there at all. There's actually nothing in there. And they have an excuse every time. It doesn't get you anywhere. You actually end up leaving through a door that you're farther back than when you started. Because you wasted time in there and you were living in an illusion. And it's like something is dissipating. There's like the influence of this group, the influence of this illusion, this scene, something fancy or luring people in, or maybe even hedonistic energy. Nothing wrong with having a lot of fun or a fun party. That's not what this is. But it could seem like that initially. Very exclusive, something like that, but it's all smoke and mirrors. I have someone, but you endured through something here because it was like this group was attacking you and trying to wield power, put their foot on your neck, stop and block you. And they feel like also change how people see you. And when people do that, it can affect your livelihood, your home life, your friendships, and all that stuff. So it's pretty serious stuff. And the thing is that you do have this cornucopia. It doesn't matter what these people think. Whether they include you or don't include you, you still have this cornucopia. And it could also be something about how you dress or hold yourself, or you may try to, maybe you don't even pay that much attention to your clothes, or how you just ostensibly look normal. But you might have an energy about you that really stands out, where you can feel the room shift when you walk in, and you don't mean for that to happen, but it does. That could be something that makes it maybe easier for people to make up lies, or for people to gravitate towards their immediate bias. It's definitely something about people trying to use the group to go against you, but see, it's in reverse. And also, there's no fortune in the way they were doing that. And if they were trying to do something directly for some kind of big payout or some kind of windfall, glamour, it's not here. Some sort of swap, destiny swap, power, it's not here. It's not here at all. And it's something about wanting you to go along with the program. It's like they can tell the story about the people with the orange t-shirts all day long, but it's ridiculous. And if other people want to go along with it because they want to live in a fantasy, that's on them, and you can't do anything about it. Yeah, inspiration reverse. So whatever they were to dream this was, this fog is breaking up. This fog is breaking up. And then deep down it feels like what's bothering someone the most, because I feel like the sadness has to do with this creativity or a creative approach, this cornucopia, this thing that you're doing that is unique to you, that is genuine, and that fills you up. The pursuit, the soul growth, the evolution, the purpose, all of that, and be actually putting work towards it, building a little bit at a time towards your dreams. This isn't a subconscious, this is what's bothering someone. 8 of Pentacles, that you're actually working. That you have a cornucopia and that you're actually working. It's just like maybe a whole, yeah, exactly, look, innovation, organization, that you're getting to brass tacks. Someone feels like they can't defend themselves from this innovative energy, and that someone could feel like you're like a magnet, and that there's gonna be some kind of support, institutional support. There could also be someone here who feels embarrassed because they tried to draw a whole group away from you or something like that, but they can't compete with something genuine that you're doing here, with this innovation. Jupiter in Aquarius is very expansive, lucky, worldly, surprising, unique, breakthrough energy. It has to do with something that serves humanity in a lot of ways. It's like inventing electricity. It's like everyone could use that. But you're not doing it for, it looks great. It really does. It looks great. But that's not why you're doing it. That's what you getting to work has got somebody really bothered. Something about like an organization, or maybe like a whole organization is going to look stupid. That's how they feel. This could be somebody who is more interested in playing politics than doing good business and embracing uniqueness or innovation or ways that could help the company grow by trying to shut you down. And there could be something that's embarrassing about, like, how did you let that new recruit go? Or, are you blind, or you've been complaining about that person, or you've been talking badly about them? Now look. And especially if the stakes are really high around quarterly reports, investor money, people's whole entire lives that get wrapped up around business. People move from one state to another. They set up homes. Their children go to certain schools. Everybody's depending on someone's word. So when somebody is given responsibility and leadership, and they abuse that position, they don't just take down themselves, they take down all the people that were maybe blinded by their position. But everybody takes losses, and some of these things can't be calculated. Some of the losses can't be calculated because it's exponential, and you can never get that time back. So constantly talking about you all the time and trying to ostracize you and make promises or level up people who weren't contributing or something like that, just so that everybody could feel good about themselves, or people who had some sort of inherent bias towards you, or some kind of jealousy, that were feeling like they were part of something, and that they were triggered by you. So watching you not receive made them feel giddy or good about themselves. It's like skipping over the leader on purpose and, elevating everybody else except for the one that is like gonna take the company to the next level. It's like that kind of a thing. And there's some type of like embarrassment connected to it right now because somebody's, because you won't give her your way, because you were supposed to disappear or give up. It's like somebody was gonna talk about you and say that you're not worth it and say horrible things about you, and then you were supposed to go away, and then they were gonna party off into the sunset with all the gold and all the recognition and the accolades, all the clout and the riches. Yeah, exactly. Just like these people here. Looking very dapper. But that's not how it's turning out. So it's like making people promises and all that kind of stuff. And there could be a whole organization now that put somebody in a leadership position to lead, not to play games with resources or everybody's livelihoods. Entire communities could be affected by it. Mommy, Daddy, why are we losing the home? Wait, what do you mean we have to move into the basement? Where you grew up. Now somebody can't afford private school or whatever it is. There's a trickle effect. And it could be career ending here. Two of Cups, someone can't be so impulsive or shouldn't have been so impulsive, and in recent past somebody escaped and some kind of lie came out. Something about someone escaping or leaving exposed a lie. So there could be someone in a group that needed to escape or tried to get away from some group here, or this is you. getting away from something that was very heavy, and it exposed a lie, or someone told some people about a lie. Someone escaped and told some people what was going on behind the scenes. Something about the New Mexico flag. Something about someone making a choice not to give something to someone as well. Someone lacking in empathy when there's all these resources here. But somebody put all their resources into a situation where it's not exalted. That's what's embarrassing. It's like putting your name and all your money behind someone who it's all hot air. But it feels like someone has empathy for you, or someone understands you, or something like that. Lovers reverse, flirtation reverse. So this definitely has to do with someone trying to manipulate someone into a relationship, and it's failing. I feel like there could have been some sort of pushback. If they were trying to manipulate, or someone was trying to manipulate someone, but someone has integrity. Yeah, romance reverse. It's the end of a romance, or someone won't be in a romance with someone. It's the end of marriage. Yeah, seduction. It's like somebody was trying to seduce someone here, but someone's not interested. If it's them trying to come into your life because they feel like you're the right way to go now, they know that the door is closed, or there's someone here that's trying to stop someone from heading your way. Something about someone escaping. This is weird. There's something about you having this cornucopia. Someone could feel like jealous, like someone wants to come your way, or somebody wants to, or they feel left out because they're on the wrong side. You won't give your power away. You're not going to be whatever narrative it is they were trying to force onto you. There's an organization here. It's like somebody's trying to seduce someone, but there's no partnership. There's no partnership. Lust, someone's trying to use lustful energy, but they can't take the risk, or they shouldn't have tried to take the risk. There's something about you being too innovative. Not exactly sure how it connects. Or someone got into a relationship that didn't get them ahead, and now they see you, they got into a relationship with someone that was like putting you down, and it's all falling apart, and you're still standing here with something actually that can be built upon. Somebody trying to dominate someone who has someone who has empathy, someone has really strong intuition. So someone could have been trying to manipulate someone who's interested in you, or they can't dominate you in a relationship. They're taking some kind of a loss. You have too strong of intuition. They're not achieving anything here. It's very clear something is falling apart. It's like business. It's business. It's money. It's being part of a special group here and making a lot of money. But something about a romance falling apart, or trying to get in the middle of it. And there's definitely feeling like somebody feels like they were on the wrong team. It's like some kind of a group that like is supposed to entice people or be exciting or something like that. And somebody's could be in bad health as well. Eight of Swords reverse, optimism reverse, with bluff reverse, generosity reverse. Someone's not going to be generous. Someone's not interested in this group. Some sort of lie is coming through very clearly. Someone's not trapped. Someone is very generous with someone. Someone's trying to seduce someone. Someone's not using caution, or they didn't use caution. Someone's trying to draw someone in. Someone could be trying to get out of a trap in the near future with like someone who won't negotiate, or to try to get in the middle of a negotiation. There's going to be, they don't want something to be discovered, so this is why they're doing this. But it's like it's all out on the table anyway. It's like they're being seen. It's too messy. It's something about a romance going awry, trying to draw someone in, lure someone in. But it's like the lie, everyone can see the lie, or someone can see right through the lie. It says something about you being very innovative, or about, yeah, it's about you. Something that you're doing is real. You're the real one, or you're the one where the investment, you know, or someone's excited and enthusiastic about you. Some sort of lie is falling apart. There's something about someone trying to seduce someone here, and it's not working. And there's already some sort of embarrassment, big embarrassment. Someone won't give their power away. Someone's trying to use lustful energy. Someone is sad. Someone won't negotiate. It's all for the resources. They want the resources, but they're not achieving anything. It's like someone could be trying to get money out of someone with some sort of seductive energy, but someone's not interested because it's all hot air in like an organization trying to use some sort of seductive energy, but there's something about like a comparison to you, and there's like a big lie here about who you are, what you have to offer. Almost like someone's trying to get in between you and some sort of achievement here by like slipping in between you and someone else and getting the resources first before you, or getting them on your side, getting them on their side. But someone sees through a lie, and there's something about you persevering. It has to do with work, your overall self-esteem, your creativity, your self-love, for sure, but also something to do with what you're working towards. And resources and support. And whoever this is, wow, seductive energy. Wow, with lust. And every card here is about somebody trying to lure someone in, seduce someone. Lust, seduction, idealism, draw someone in to get out of a trap. But it's like, I don't know if they're trying to get in between someone. Okay, Two of Cups, maybe they noticed a relationship here, or there's a perfect match. Maybe someone here has money and they want, or they're just trying to get in between to stop or block you. Something stopped them already once. They're already exposed, or something already, they got stopped in their tracks. This could be them trying again. There could be a fight over this, over resources. Someone's fighting over resources. Or they're in conflict with you over these resources, and some kind of manipulation's failing here. So this is like some type of a gamble. They're trying to be versatile. But they're taking a loss. They've already taken a loss because someone won't negotiate. So I don't know what they're doing here in the near future, but it's I know somebody's not picking up the phone, or they just can't grab someone's attention. Somebody seems very clear about what they're doing, or they could be trying to assert themselves and it's going to fail again. Yeah, there's some kind of lustful energy someone's trying to use. It's lacking in principle in the near future. And has something to do with criticizing you. Using lustful energy and trying to criticize you, but a lie is getting exposed and you're showing up as innovative with a cornucopia. And there's an inheritance here. So they could be trying to get someone's inheritance, or this is your inheritance, or this is your birthright. Like somebody's trying to get in the middle and seduce somebody, draw them in for the resources and to compete with you, to stop or block you. But they're already exposed, things are already falling apart. And there's like a lie that's getting exposed, and it has to do with you being very innovative. The real one, the capable one, or that what you're in your own lane doing something here that matters to you. And it could be also something that, somebody's very enthusiastic about. There's something that a lie is falling apart in the near future because of this thing they're trying to do to draw someone in. Because they want the fulfillment, they want the ships to come towards them. They don't want you to have this romance, or it's after a breakup. There's a conflict. Two people could be fighting, or someone's fighting with you, or this could be a public fight, or someone is fighting with you publicly, or it's going to become public because of the way they're doing this. Yeah, discrimination reverse. Someone could be so desperate that they're doing something in a way that can be seen more than it was in the past. Something about someone who's very independent, that has their own intuition here, and somebody's excited by that. Or someone's listening to their intuition. Someone doesn't want this romance with someone. Someone can't steer someone the wrong way. 5 of Swords. So this is like somebody who's plotting. They're trying to either block a negotiation, or they already failed and they're going to try again. But they want to win at all costs. They're in their ego about some sort of a contract, or a broken negotiation, or breaking a contract. It's like someone's trying to turn someone away from something that is exalted and draw them into some sort of idealism here. Something that is all smoke and mirrors. Someone's trying to steer someone away from something that's exalted and draw them in to something that doesn't get them anywhere. Romance reverse. Maybe try to pull someone away from you. We have the Fool with Knight of Cups in the environment, so there could be someone here having this fresh new start. And someone has some sort of lustful energy here that doesn't have the fortune. They're looking at someone's fresh new start. They see someone has this cornucopia and has this innovation and an inheritance, and is asserting themselves, and they're not able to distract, and they can't influence, and they can't isolate. It's like somebody here is making a choice, or has choices around money, and somebody maybe isn't very devoted to someone, and they're taking a loss. Maybe they feel like they're not getting the attention, but they can't get, I don't know if they're coming towards you with the seductive energy, or trying to get in between you and someone else. Somebody's definitely money motivated. They're worried they're not going to be able to defend themselves here, or they're not protected. 7 of Wands. Manipulation reverse, that it's not going to work. The manipulation's not going to work. That they can't, if they get caught, there's no excuse for what they're trying to do. drama reverse. They don't want it to be a drama. If they can't adapt, if they can't do something the right way, it's going to be a drama, and the manipulation is going to like expose them, which it's going to. There's something about you enduring past whatever they're trying to do that's really unprincipled here. It's something to do with people seeing you, someone seeing you, someone being inspired by you. It's like someone who's trying to steer some sort of charitable energy away from someone who's very, very unique. We have originality and innovation out here with charity in the reverse. But it's very, very clear. It's very, very clear who has the sort of authentic energy with something to bring to the table here that is enduring, and it's just not part of some kind of game that someone's playing or some kind of party scene that just doesn't go anywhere. There's nothing to it. It's empty, and it's like very clear they're trying to manipulate someone, but because either they can't or they have not nurtured this aspect of themselves, but they cannot compete with you here with this originality and this innovation at all. And that's why they're so worried deep down about you working towards something here. Maybe that's also why someone's trying to project some sort of sadness, or this could be you feeling like you're caught up in this game, or you're not caught up, but that you feel like you wish this person would go away because you have a lot on your plate to build. Someone's definitely trying to use some sort of lustful energy here to draw someone into some kind of an affair. They don't want them to be discovered what they're doing, but some kind of flattery is failing, and they're not achieving anything. Or they can't draw someone in because it's they don't have anything to show for it, or they don't have any. It's only just going to be pure lustful energy because they don't have anything that can compare to what you are bringing to the table. Or it's like you've already got someone's attention, and someone's already taking a loss because something's not exalted, so they don't have anything to point to draw someone in. Maybe also there's no way to talk to someone in a way that meets them, intellectually. And it's like someone's just not interested, and someone feels like they can connect with you, or they can connect with you. So I feel like somebody here is concocting some kind of a plan that's already taking a loss, that's meant to divert some kind of resources, support, attention, love. And it feels like this person is already exposed. It feels messy. They want to win at all costs. They want their resources. They want to take it away from you. They're in competition with you. This could also be someone who, if they're trying to approach you, it's like dissipate your energy, or get your ideas, or get the money, enjoy the money with you, or pretend they weren't part of something because they're taking a loss. They don't want you to see it. I'm not sure which way it goes, but I feel like you'll know when the time comes, if it's you, if that's what they're doing, if they're trying to manipulate somebody else. It's like the very act of them doing whatever they're trying to do here exposes them another layer, it feels like. This could be actually what they don't know what to do. about an organization. Or there could be a whole bunch of people planning here because somebody didn't use caution already and they've lost control. So it's like they're trying to clean up a mess and they're gonna make it worse. So they didn't use caution, something's already not exalted. So it's like they could have tried to run with something with a lot of nasty intentions that is a bunch of hot air or smoke and mirrors to get ahead, and it's already embarrassing, or it's not producing results, or they're unable to get the resources, and if this has to do with, you know, winning at your expense, there's some kind of a loss here, and it feels like they already did something that was shady, and it's like people are seeing something, so it's like they've got to be careful about what they try to do now. And it does have to do with putting you down or something like that, and it feels like this could be a new person or the same person that they've been trying to get alone, or also someone could be trying to hide that they're bigoted. Maybe they're trying to throw off the order. Maybe someone is also trying to get someone to... Maybe you're pregnant, or this is a new project or something that you're working on that they can't compete with ostentation reverse, inspiration reverse. It's some sort of a fog, some kind of a fantasy here is falling apart. And if they had fancy things to lure people in with, it feels like they're losing it, or they don't have access. So it's making it harder. It's kind of like, you know, they say it takes capital to make capital. So it's kind of like that, where it's like once you start losing in that kind of way, it's hard to, you know, it could be they've lost access to that special seat at the VIP area, or they don't have the funds to take everybody out, or they don't have special access, or there's no carrot to put in front of someone's face, and they're already on the brink of being exposed for something, or they already are exposed because something's not exalted, whatever they were trying to do. It's like manufactured, and it's catching up to them. All the manipulation. And then there seems to be like a group here, Three of Pentacles reversed. This, whatever they're trying to do, it's like they're letting the whole group down. They've sold people on a dream. What's the guy that got in trouble? He's like the crypto guy. Sam. I forget his name right now. But indecision, it's kind of like that kind of a letdown for the people involved. In other words, I feel like people are going to feel blindsided, or it's like everybody's going down, and it may not be that big of a company or something like that, but it's got that same energy. Achievement reverse. They can't get this project off the ground, or this whole department is going to be dismantled, or this whole community, or this collaboration, or these flying monkeys, or, you know, they're not leveling up, and the people that are attached are not achieving anything here. It's all because, like, someone's trying to dominate this fulfillment coming in based on actual work. And they're trying to do it without a drama because they want it to look a certain way, or they want the things. This could even be someone trying to like seduce someone out of their money, and they could feel really broke, like they need expensive things to make themselves look like they're a player, or make themselves look like they've got, you know, shiny things to lure people in to wield power. Or they're just doing this because they want fancy things instead of you, because it's at your expense. That's something about not belonging in the group, not fitting in the group. And they could already be ousted somehow, so they could be desperate. And there does seem to be a friendship group here that is not paying them any mind. They're having trouble adapting because someone escaped. Someone's not isolated, which goes back to you. That's a weird connection. I mean, energetically, it makes sense. Logically, how that works, because they've been criticizing you. It's like they couldn't. Something about you being stuck. Someone in a position of authority. And something about seeing harmony with you and you not being isolated. It's like because you're not isolated, they're at a loss. And there's like there could be a friendship group with someone here that's in a position of authority, or somebody is seeing through someone's games for sure. And they already did something that gave themselves away. Yeah, they were trying to flatter someone or wear a mask. Their mask is off. Wow. And maybe something they were promising someone as far as fancy things or a fancy lifestyle, or something happened at a fancy event. There's cracks in this presentation here that they've got. Yeah, it's definitely something about you enduring in this outcome, outlasting these games, this manipulation, this corruption. And it's you that's versatile. And a lot of it has to do with your empathy, or somebody being just on your side. This could be the conception of a new project, a new beginning. And, you know, authority, leadership. All right, if you resonate, I hope that it helps. We have Venus in Pisces. We have Venus in Sagittarius. We have Mars in Aries, Sun in Sagittarius, Saturn in Leo, Moon in Sagittarius, Jupiter in Gemini, Jupiter in Scorpio, Jupiter in Libra, Sun in Leo, Sun in Scorpio, Mercury in Taurus, I feel like the sad energy is whoever is in the Sun reverse, about where they find themselves, and it has to do with creativity, or your creativity, or not being able to put out your light, or stop you from being seen for who you are, and for you persevering here with your North Node. Moon in Sagittarius, Leo energy, Virgo, Venus in Cancer, Gemini, Jupiter in Capricorn, Taurus, Jupiter in Gemini, Venus in Aquarius, Mars in Leo, Mars in Capricorn, Sagittarius, Saturn, Mercury, Capricorn, 5, 9, Gemini, 10, North Node, no weapons formed against you shall ever prosper. WSV or M, Z, PRO, MNRO, EDD, SVW, YZ, EDA or DEA, STW or TWS or MZ, HLI, FB, NOMWQJI, DAC, PRQ, PRO, ORP, VTX, WVX or MGHI, Y, XVU, YZ, HIG, ABC, BBA, AEB, BEA, you're gonna like to have a lot of fun. There could be an aspect about you that's like silly, that you feel like you want to have a little bit less of this and more of this silly. You don't want it to always be about this. Or you can feel aspects of the silliness coming back. There could be someone here that's injured. Someone could be pretty mellow. Someone could be a thinker. Someone could be an athlete or very athletic. Someone could be an associate, a volunteer, a nice guy, a victim, a gamer, a shy one, a single father, an officer, quality man. Maybe that's who they're trying to confuse. A wise one, or somebody who is older, a model, a mysterious one, artist, a partier, a likable one, a native, a counselor, a go-getter, overachiever, a pessimist, a clean freak, a hero, a tourist, a Casanova, an addict, a girl under the deck. I feel like that's pretty good for now. Just see if there's anything else that comes out astrologically. Besides the ones we saw, we got Gemini, House 12, fixed energy, Cancer, House 11, so maybe House 7, Libra, Aquarius, Chiron, Aries. We have sextile and fixed here, Sagittarius, Sun, Leo energy, Scorpio, and we'll do one more, Leo. All right, and then we have Mercury under the deck, which goes with this Gemini, so it could also do with communication, some sort of opposition here, and then, yeah, Aries. All right, if you resonate, I hope that it helps, and I'll see you on the next one.